Well, hello there. This is Fibro Jedi and one of the team of LOTRO family. Please follow us on Twitter and Facebook for community news and to see what other people in the LOTRO community are doing. This is episode 18 of my Warden series, and this time we're going to be taking a slight diversion off helping the Eggline out. We are currently stood, although Weathertop is in the background, at this point in the map called Iorvinas, I'm going to guess is how it's pronounced, where we'll be helping out some dwarves. Reputation with Thorens Hall, you can start in Arid Lewin, but you don't get very far, even if you do all the deeds. Increasing reputation with Thorens Hall is generally done throughout Eriador, until you can start to be a high enough level to use reputation items. And as far as I know, the first time you can pick those up is in Forachel. So what generally happens is you find dwarves in various places in the earlier regions that grant Thorens Hall reputation, and the epic in Misty, in the Misty Mountains, is also grants Thorens Hall reputation. So what we'll be doing here is a quest you can pick up at the Eggline camp we were at in the previous episode from this Eggline camp, and it's called Stocky Folk from the West, who have been enthralled by the idea of dwarven ruins. So we'll start with this quest giver and we'll do the outside bit before the sun sets, because that should mean I have minimal editing to do. So refer Quicksilver. Let's see what he has to say.
I am at your service.
I'm at your service. Hanulf sent you? Good man he. It is true that the two within this cavern came from the west. I came here long ago and live among the Eggline, but duty tells me to come with these cousins of mine and aid them in their search. Hanulf was right to send you. Something is amiss here. We are not entirely sure what it is. So, this is Eggline rep here, but subsequent to this, if I have remembered all correctly,
Welcome.
this guy is Eggline, but we'll go into the ruins after we've helped this dwarf, and the stuff inside then must be Thorin's. Okay. I sometimes think I ought never have left the mountains and the home of my ancestors, but I sought after a life of adventure. After too many years looking, I found myself lost, and then found again, here among the Eggline. I have been here a long time now and consider myself one of them, but there are remnants of my own heritage that never stray, friend, and those remnants get stirred in times like this. I have heard rumours of dwarves working with orcs to despoil the tombs beneath the ruins of Thandobul to the south. I wish to know what kind of dwarf would tolerate orcs, much less deign to work alongside them. Go to Thandobul and bring me one of their banners. Okay, so this could be a slightly longer episode. I make no apologies. So we're gonna go and find. Technically, you can go into Thandobul, but you don't need to for the purposes of this. So that's a half orc, which I'm just gonna have to dispatch so I don't get caught in the middle of my thoughts. Ignore that quest, that's one I picked up and has no bearings on what I intend to do in this video. So, now then, I think you can nick one of the banners from up here. I don't think you have to go into Thandobul to grab a banner. I don't think, but I never come into these videos, or my streams for that matter, claiming to know all the answers, despite the number of times that I've now quested in the Lowlands. Right. This has always been a let's learn this thing together idea. The banner must be at the other hilltop then. So let's head that way. I will try to remember to start to use this a bit more readily, the battle preparation. Ah, there's a banner. I just walked slightly wrong. That's okay. Thankfully you don't actually have to carry it. Oh, whoopee. Take some help from you. Oh. Evade rating quickly, please. Thank you. Still got a slight ability lag that we had in the previous episode, but that's okay. Right. Banner. Banners make them a dwarf. Right. Collected a dwarf banner. You haven't got to carry it, and make sure you don't drop it at least. That enormous banner, I'm just sort of hiding under my cape, I suppose. Right. These are one level over, so I don't know how easily I'm going to aggro things. Iorvinas. Hello.
Well met, friend.
I know this blazon. My father told me of a revolt and battle long ago against a host of elves in Eredluin. Skorgrim, a leader of Dourhands to whom this blazon belongs, led the assault and drove the Dourhands to near destruction. Buried beneath the mountains was he, by the quick actions of the elves' leader who sacrificed himself to deny Skorgrim victory. Dourhands in league with orcs? Grim news indeed, and there is no doubt of what comes next. Killing Dourhands. He didn't say, but yeah. This dwarf is not one to brook betrayal, and I now know that the Dourhands are betrayers to all the free peoples. He's clearly been among the Eggline a while, because us players, our characters have been told this from quite a long time ago. Consorting with orcs is deserving of only one punishment. I'll not say I'm pleased by the situation, Lamuna, nor will I look an opportunity sidelong when it stares me in the face. Dwarves or not, these Dourhands need to be dealt with, and you seem more than suitable to their cause. I have a request of you then. Return to Thandobol and wreak vengeance upon the Dourhands in the name of all the free peoples. But let us see some good come out of this evil. Bring me the axes of the Dourhands, for metal is not evil, and dwarf metal can be used to benefit us all. I suspect some metal could be classed as evil.
Come and stay a moment, friend.
Okay, and then this one's going to be collect a Dourhand Overseer's medallion. Right, in which case, we actually should. The most efficient way to deal with this is to go actually into Thandobol. Oh look, just around the corner. What are you doing there? Defense, defense, go. Right. Now then, we will get the Black Clouds of Doom once I remember how to get into Thandobol. Yeah, I try not to aggro every single critter that I come across, else we'll never make it there. The downside of being underleveled. There's the slope I'm looking for. Is that you can aggro pretty much anything really easily. At least that Lynx was just touch me and I'll attack you kind of growl. Right, so Black Clouds of Doom will fall shortly. And I think we only rarely get to deal with one Dourhand at once in this. So enjoy the sun while you've got it. God, I thought I was far enough away not to aggro him. I don't think maybe that's not possible if you're a level or so under. There we go. So what I was trying to do there, in case you didn't catch the last episode, is I used this partway through the battle, diminished target, which reduces, albeit by not a lot, but reduces their tactical mitigation a little bit. I'll take any advantage you can get, really. I'm not using any stims. What are they called? No, they're not stims, this one. Potions! And other such bonuses. Pointless using that twice, never mind. So I'm not using any trail foods or cooked foods to improve stats here, to try and make it realistic as to how I cope in difficult situations. Right. Now then, what I might do here is a little bit of crowd control. So if I stun him for a few seconds, then it gives me an opportunity to do not a lot because I'm being inefficient. What should have happened, if I was thinking straight, is I should have used those few seconds to... I need to heal up a little bit. Yes, never mind. It's going to be a case of survive. This encampment is not straightforward. These Dourhands do actually fight kind of hard. Evade rating. I've been getting my fingers muddled. There we go. Heal over time. Improve. A bit more evasion. Okay. Now, it doesn't matter how quickly we collect those 8 Dourhand trinkets. Wait a minute, I want to drain you of life, drain you of life. Right, then I'm going to do the impressive flourish. Gambit chain. Although I missed step 1, which... never mind. It should just give me a bit of an extra heal over time. You see that Dourhand's actually are they both? One's 1 level over, one was 2 levels over. Okay. So you see, we've got all the Dourhand axes we were sent for, but we need the Dourhand Overseer, who is up here someplace. I think I may have aggroed a few dwarves, what do you reckon? Right, in which case I'm going to do... I'm glad someone pointed this out, but you can drain... You can use the... Not that one. I'm getting my... I've got this ability lag again. It's disconcerting, because it keeps making me do 2 spears when I actually want 1. Which is why I've got a drop in health more than I should have here. Spear! Fist! Thank you! That's what I've been trying to do for quite a few seconds now. Right. Yeah. We're still surviving, we're just taking a bit more of a hit than normal. I hate Dourhand throwing axes with an absolute passion. And I don't think I've got enough resistance to resist the wound that thing inflicts either. Oh look, more Dourhands! Yay! Defensive, right. I should have really gone for evasion against this number of people. Get another healing in there. And then we'll go for... Oh. A bit of lack of coordination from FJ. So, this is still going to take us a while. We've got 4 Dourhands up here. Let's actually get a bit more vitality in there just for a few extra HP. I said I wasn't going to do this, but I may end up needing to use a rejuvenation potion. Depends on if I aggro all 4 of those, I'm stuffed. Nope, looks like I've only aggroed 2. Good. Right. Evasion this time. Avoid some damage. Drain you of life. Also drain you of life. Heal. Heal Gambit. Yes, right. Now then, let's build... No need. Well, there is, but not yet. Right. 2 Dourhands at a time I can do. Let's do the Impressive Flourish Gambit chain because it builds damage up. Oh, I just did the same step twice. Ah! There we go, that's that step. I can get 2 of... and heal up a bit. Gotcha. Wow, my life. Okay. I'd like to point out I'm doing things I don't normally do. I don't normally come in here and under-leveled at all. Because in any class I've found this challenging. I think Lore Master is slightly different. Because you've got a bit more help. Okay. Dourhand Overseer. Almost the same number of hit points as we have. So, let us build... There, Warcry. Let's get that in straight away. Oh, just done it twice. Ha ha ha. Right, so we've got the medallion. Unfortunately now we've got 4 Dourhands. Because these battles take longer, they're respawning quite quickly, right? So let's start with heals. Get in there for draining you. Get in there for draining you. Right, now I want to do this Impressive Flourish Gambit chain. Oh. My brain is not working. Does it matter? Not really. Right, now because they just respawned, I think we got away with running past those. Who has come from where? Right, you're... there, right. I need to get Warcry in there for evade rating. Oh, already had it running? Get that huge damaging ability in there. Now what? Okay. Okay, we're surviving, but we're gonna have to fight our way out. Never mind. So, if I want to get the healing one in, shield and spear, shield and fist, shield and spear. Go. Yeah, I've always said give me one tough opponent and I'll be fine. Give me huge mobs and my brain sort of goes into overdrive. Now then, so we're nearly out, but that's a dwarf that's going to come down from above, isn't it? Where are you? There you are. Okay, we're doing alright. I probably should have tried to stun one there, but okay. Sorry, FJ's level 24 frown of concentration. Oh, good, right. Drain. Heal. And we're nearly out, but not quite. Can we run around that Dourhand? Yes, yes we can. Good, good. Oh look! A nice dusk starting to settle in. Lonelands is very good for that. My break from control hadn't cooled down. Right, let's run, or ride, more accurately. Give ourselves a bit of a break. I'm just going further north, back to our dwarf friend up here. Okay, that was okay. Bit mind melting, but that's okay. And I did remember occasionally to use the builder. These ones occasionally. And I am now trying to get in this diminished target thing. Out of curiosity then, with the Gambits, when... Oh, where's that one come from? That's new. Answer one question at once. So, looking at... Oh, we've got quite a few things to look at. I was trying to look at offensive strike here. No, it is a melee skill. I wondered whether offensive strike was tactical simply because it's a magical process taking health from another person and giving it to you. But no, it's a melee skill. What else have we got in here though? Celebration of skill. Shield, spear, shield, spear. So that's like a double one of the healing one we use. Okay, so what happens with this? It's a finishing skill of what? A finishing skill that applies a considerable boost to block rating. This skill is most powerful when you have Persevere and Safeguard in sequence. So there's a Persevere... Safeguard is new as well. Right, okay. So Persevere is the one when I say, right, heal myself. Because it's a heal over time, that one. But it also improves your block rating. Safeguard is shield, spear, shield. And that deals damage, also adds to block rating and partial block chance, and also adds more morale. So it improves your heal over time. And then the celebration of skill adds another load to block rating, another set of percentages to partial block chance, and 3.5% incoming healing modifier. So I guess whatever your current incoming healing is, it adds 3.5% on top of that, which is why it'll be more powerful when you do it in sequence with the Persevere. So we now have a Persevere Gambit chain, which we didn't have before. Okay, because this one's more powerful in sequence because you've got Persevere that adds in 47 morale initially in every 3 seconds. Safeguard adds 63 morale initially and every 3 seconds, and 63 every 3 seconds after that. So on top of that, then it would add a 3.5% on top of that, so 100 and something. Looks like we've gained quite a lot actually. Hey, LOTRO, if you're watching this, it'd be really nice if we got actual notifications of new gambits in here, because I forget to look. Because on top of that, we've also got Restoration, which is also a finishing skill, but uses the same combination. Why is Celebration of Skill a finishing skill? And Restoration? Because you can choose to do either Persevere, Safeguard, and Celebration, or Persevere, Safeguard, and Restoration. So what's the difference? So the Restoration heals 87 morale initially and 87 every 3 seconds after that. Does it add to block chance? No. Block rating rather. Whereas Celebration of Skill does. So either you can add a substantial healing bonus, so over and above. It's 3.5% on top of Persevere gives you 47 every 3 seconds to make this maths easy. 47. Safeguard then gives you 63, so that's 110. So 3.5% on top of 110 only makes it, what, another 5, so 115 heal over time. If you were to, instead of Celebration of Skill, do Restoration, you can up that to 197. You don't improve your block chance and block rating, but you're healing yourself faster, I suppose. This is a complicated one that I didn't notice before. Shield Mastery is Shield, Spear, Fist, Shield. That does sound a bit like button mashing. I'm going to need to write notes for this at some point, aren't I? Because to massively improve your defences, which may be handy on solo stuff, but might be more appropriate to be in groups. But improve your block, evasion, and ranged block rating by 485 each. You'd have to do a shield plus spear and a fist plus shield. So a shield plus spear I'm looking at, yeah, shield plus spear. And a fist plus shield. That way round. So, shield and spear, fist and shield lets you do that. Which, as it's not an offensive one, means you can boost that. You see, shield mastery now comes up here. That's quite handy to know. Because that can be done, of course, in combat as well. So that's on my shortcuts 6 and 7. Okay. Enough talking. I'm not going to remember that. So I'm going to... Not all of it anyway. What I'm going to try and do is try and do the Persevere Gambit chain next. As that's new. Let's learn one thing properly at once. So,
Greetings, traveller.
I'm just going to hand these in without reading them because you've heard my voice for quite a lot. So,
At your service and your families.
yeah, thank you for killing dwarves, even though I didn't want to kill them. What's the design of the shield? Oh, yeah, this is a nice shield that I use on my guardian in more of a rustic setting. That's not better than I'm carrying, and might-based medium armor, no, because Warden is. Agility. Okay. Oh my life, I've got so much stuff to deal with. Right, so inside... How long have we been going? We'll do this. Inside the Iorvinas, there are 2 dwarves. Let's untrack that. And these quests give Thorens Hall reputation. And quite a decent one as well. So inside this ruin we have Orcs and Dourhands. I'm not going to read them all this time.
Come and stay a moment.
I'm struggling to talk through my fake cold. So we have nice yellow coloured quests here. But hey, we're a warden, and as with my Bjorning, I actually don't mind going in under
Will you
level.
stay and speak with me a moment?
So, dwarf pickaxes. Defeat Tarkrip Orcs and defeat Dourhand Dwarves in Iorvinas, and we will aggro loads because we're going to be at least 2 levels under some of them. So, we're going to try and do the Persevere Gambit chain, which is new. Right. Whoopee, a red one. Right. So, the Persevere Gambit chain is that, and then you go the same again, you add a shield, and you get to stage 2. And then if you go this, and that, spear, another shield, and we took him out. With almost no damage to ourselves. Fun. Yay. Okay, so let's ignore the shield mastery for now. Although if I did 7 and 8 beforehand, that wouldn't do us any harm. Okay, let's do that then. So 7, 8, use the gambit, and now then let's do that Persevere Gambit chain again, because it's not draining morale from our enemies, but it is massively improving. I just slightly messed that up, didn't I? And again. I like that gambit chain. I didn't finally finish the chain either because I had too many foes. Let's try again. So persevere. The next stage is 1 of each, only I'm not going to be fast enough. Right, I'm going to let my gambit panel empty. Let's put in the 7, 8 shield there, right. Persevere first. Then shield, spear, shield gives... Oh, the tooltip didn't update in time. Ha 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 ha. Oh, I like that. So although we didn't avoid as much damage that time round, it's more of a button mash than the other ones, but it's simpler than attempting to drain your foes all the time, I suppose. Right, persevere. Then the second level is safeguard. That's it. Yeah. Plenty of healing coming in. I didn't see what that was. That was 66. It should have been more. I mustn't have quite got the chain right. Let's try again. So if I do stage 1, persevere. Yes. Stage 2, safeguard. Yes. Yes. Right. Okay. And stage 3, I'm going to do the full one that adds the something like 80 at the end. No problem with the fight. 102 health coming in there every second, yeah. That's not bad going. I don't mind that, that's quite nice. So that was quite a straightforward one. But I still like being able to go 7, 8... Oh, I didn't do that right either. Let's try again. It was shield and spear and fist and shield. 7, 8. There we go. Extra defenses in there before going into battle. We haven't found the Dourhand Dwarves yet, but we're not easily going to be able to. Do you know what I should have done? I should have, against ranged people, probably improved my defences. Oh look, I'm back to button mashing now because I wasn't prepared. But not being prepared is fine. Now then, we have 2 orcs over level here, so I do want to improve the defences this time. 7, 8, shield mastery. Right. That lasts a minute. Oh, I didn't do what I intended to do there. Right, I want to practice this chain. So try not... No, not that one. Haha, 3 levels over. I didn't spot that orc was 3 levels over. Right, so we still are looking for orc weapons as well as killing off a few Dourhands. We're actually killing the dwarves for the orc weapons because we didn't read the quest text. Because I wanted to go straight into a suicide mission. We don't have to kill him yet. We could, but we don't have to. I think that comes later. But because this has been or it will have been a longer video than normal, I'm liking that shield mastery. I don't know why I did that gamut instead of what I'm trying to do. Right. Persevere. Safeguard. Safeguard. Which means we can still now do the finishing. And almost no repercussions for that either. That's brilliant. Okay, so the shield mastery here lasts a minute, so it's still going. So it can last fight to fight. I'm just going to see if I can catch that before it. I went into combat before I was ready. But I already had the gambit built up. That was a fluke. I'll take it. Now I do need to do the clear the gambit panel evade rating. Yes, let's do that. Oh, right. Now then, with you, I want to do the next stage of that gambit chain, which is safeguard. I don't know whether I have an interrupt, actually. That's something I've not looked at. I am doing a bit of the impressive flourish gambit chain there, just because I wasn't thinking. But by virtue of enduring better than this level 26 Sig, he has no power left, so he's just sort of jabbing at you. Perfect. Right, now then. Let's do an ambush. I'm going to run that gambit chain again, because by doing things multiple times is the way of getting it into the brain. We've done stage 2. I definitely prefer the longer drawn out that one. Going for the 5 skill ending rather than the 4 skill ending. It just seems to be a better heal. Right, let's get 7, 8 shields. Right, evade rating in, unstun. Right, now we're up against so many. I did the second stage by accident. Do the morale drain from both of you. I can foresee that the main issue I'm going to have in longer fights, if you look at this, is, and this is only up against 3 enemies, is I use 30% of my power there. So I'm going to have to think about and think quite carefully about fate. I need to improve my in-combat power regen. Right, we still need 2 more orc weapons. So I know we're sort of would be spamming 1 gambit here, but that's just purely because I want to practice. Right, so if we do that, persevere, the second stage, safeguard, and then do that. And that's the quest complete. Okay, wow. So as with the impressive flourish gambit chain, which builds up, I believe, damage over time, improves damage over time, with a heal at the end, the persevere gambit chain massively improves your heal over time, which is better for enduring longer fights, and means actually by doing that, although you aren't doing it at the expense of your target's heal, Hunter just shooting from above while we have to get into the action. Right, oh. See, I'm actually a lot more comfortable if I have time to prepare for a fight, which I know is not realistic most of the time anyway. But if I can get my fingers to play ball, then I can react a bit better in time. I wouldn't even bring my Hunter this level below, because you've only got limited heals. In fact, I'm not even sure can't remember what level you get the blood arrow from, but not this level. My main problem is, once my ability to plan is gone, I go into button mashing mode. I'd rather not, for the purposes of this entire series, be in button mashing mode. I want to be purposeful, so let's go for... I know we could drain again from what we were doing before, but I'd rather just practice getting this in time. Which is trying to keep a clear head even when time is not your friend. I need to be going back through here. Yes, okay. So at least we managed to put that persevere gambit chain into practice. Ow. Sorry, neck pain kicking off. Put that gambit chain into practice. So we haven't... Oh, we've done two things, so great. So what I will do is, let's hand these quests in and I'll stop this video here. As I thought, sturdy and bearing the fine sharp point needed to cut new holes in thick stone, orcs would rather use their swords and axes. This is ill news indeed, but it speaks of an issue that has long haunted our hands, and one that we can likely stop here and now. Logi will handle the issue with our ill-fated cousins. I want to focus on orcs and seeing that they fail at whatever nefarious purposes they have here. It's worth taking this diversion in the Lone Lands, apart from seeing something different. Just fighting for a different group of people is quite refreshing. I can hardly believe what I'm seeing. Dwarves and orcs are enemies. This is something that should never have occurred. Never! Our cousins have fallen so far in these long years, now it is clear to me that their leader must meet an end. Level up! Yay!
What do you want?
I knew it fooled our hands. We should rid the world of the lot of them. There must be a leader here, one that makes them do these things. Well, they choose to do those things. Okay. So, I don't know how long this has been going on for now, but never mind. Phew. Right, so, quick resume then. So, I tried this time round to do a bit more battle preparation. Specifically this time, instead of just preparing an attack gambit, to put in, so if I do it again, I call it 7 and 8, it's not, it's shield and spear, and fist and shield, which gives us this shield mastery, there, which improves block, evade, and ranged block rating for a whole minute. So, and that's worth going into, and certainly when you're up against multiple foes, to have that extra defences. We also practice this time round doing the persevere gambit chain, and my personal preference here, I tried both without necessarily commentating at all, would be to do persevere followed by safeguard followed by restoration, simply because it heals more morale, even though you don't get an extra buff to your defense rating. But if I go in with shield mastery first, then I've got some of the block and evade rating. Not as powerful as getting up to celebration of skill, but it's personal preference. When you can't, I won't be able to use all the gambits all the time. So yes, I've taken quite a lot in this episode, I think. So let's call it a day there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to get these uploaded fairly soon. Hopefully you carry on joining me on my journey. Please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. And join in the LOTRO family conversations on Facebook and Twitter. And I'll see you around for more episodes next week. Take care then. Bye.